Jokic with the block shot, his second tonight. Oh, what a pass by Jokic!
Nikola Jokic went from growing up in a cramped two-bedroom apartment in Serbia to having a Porsche and Rolex. More lifestyle, career, and personal life stuff coming up big-time hoop style. The popular saying, behind every successful man is a strong woman, stands true for Jokic. Her name is Natalija Macesic. The two have been together since the age of 16 when they first met in high school. While Nikola pursued his dreams of playing in the NBA, Natalija followed her own path. She went to Oklahoma Seminole State where she played volleyball and graduated with a psychology degree from the Metropolitan State in Minnesota. Despite their distance, their love only grew stronger, and the couple planned to tie the knot in June. Unfortunately, their wedding ceremony was delayed due to the pandemic. In October 2020, they finally got their wish in front of family, friends, and a sick fog machine. Unlike some other NBA wives, Natalija likes to keep her personal life private. In fact, even her Instagram profile is a private one. However, this all changed in September of 2021 when the couple welcomed their only daughter, Nikola Jokic. What a woman! But you haven't seen the crib yet. When Jokic was still young in the league, he lived in a 3-bedroom apartment located on a quiet side street in downtown Denver that overlooks Coors Field with his older brothers. Outside this home, there's a small Nerf hoop installed atop the front door, for which there is a strict no dunking policy and for which tackling is permitted. After his first extension, rumors are that he moved to the affluent Cherry Creek neighborhood of Denver, just about 10 to 15 minutes from the Pepsi Center. Jokic also keeps a house in his hometown, Sombor, Serbia, where he has to be near his family and horses. For the most part, he still tries to keep his home life private and under wraps. The Joker is living the good life now, but he definitely came from humble beginnings. Born in Sombor, Serbia, Mr. and Mrs. Branislav Jokic welcomed a bouncing baby boy on February 19, 1995. Nikola was no stranger to the sport, but it was horse racing that stoked his imagination. He competed as an amateur and even owns a racehorse of his own named Dreamcatcher. And to this day, he loves the feeling of being around these magnificent creatures. But how did he get his iconic nickname? It all started when his former teammate Mike Miller couldn't pronounce his last name. Nikola actually loves the nickname since the Joker can surprise, outsmart, and beat anyone. But Jokic isn't a fan of Valentine's Day, but his reason behind this was better, as he believes love is an everyday thing, not just a once-a-year thing. After playing youth basketball for Megabasket, Jokic was drafted by the Nuggets as the 41st overall pick. He signed a 3-year, $4 million rookie contract. Jokic's career has been incredible to date, from MVPs, All-NBA selections, to Serbian Player of the Year. Here's just a few records for the Joker. He's the only NBA player to lead his team in points, rebounds, assists, blocks, steals, and field goal percentage in the same season. He also holds the record for most triple-doubles in a single month with 7, and is the only center to be the franchise leader in assists. Talk about a unicorn. Jokic is one of the best post players and passers in the league. Despite being considered slow and unathletic, he more than makes up for it with his skill and high IQ. Do you think the Nuggets are title contenders? The Nuggets couldn't let him take his talent elsewhere, so they offered him a 5-year, $147 million max contract. Fast forward to 2022, Jokic signed the richest NBA deal in history. A 5-year, $272 million designated veteran player extension with a 2028 player option. That's an average of $54 million a year. Talk about balling out of control. His contract runs out at the end of 2028, when he can decide to stay or become an unrestricted free agent at the age of 33. Let's see how that works out for him and the Nuggets. But one thing's for sure, the Joker's going to be cashing some hot checks in Denver for a while. Now that we know a little about his b-ball career, let's see how he spends some of that dough. Jokic isn't a fan of flashy cribs, but definitely has some impressive rides. First up, we have his Lamborghini Aventador S. This supercar is powered by a 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12 and goes from 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. Even Nicki Minaj and Justin Bieber have one of these bad boys. You're looking at spending a whopping $670,000 for one of these. Next up, we have the Yukon Denali. For a man who just welcomed his kid to the world, what better family car can you get than a full-size SUV? It's powered by a 5.3-liter V8 engine with a top speed of 112 miles per hour. This family car will set you back a cool $150,000. And lastly, there's the Lamborghini Huracan, Mercedes Brabus G63 AMG, and Porsche Mansory Panamera Sport Tourism. Talk about a fast break. Jokic isn't a dude you'll spot wearing a watch often, but he has been spotted with a few. First off, we have the Cartier Caliber Diver. This timeless piece demonstrates Jokic's great taste and interest in collecting. During an exhibition match in Belgrade, Jokic sat next to tennis star Novak Djokovic and was spotted with a hefty rose gold Hublot watch on his wrist. And if you're looking for something a bit higher end, he's also been spotted with a Rolex GMT Master 2 with a blue and black bezel, often called Batman. Anyways, it goes for $61,000. But that's not all. He also has a unique way of showing his love for his family. On game days, Jokic ties his wedding band into the bow on his left size 16 shoe. How cool is that? Keeping it real fresh, Joker, you are big time. Like big time hoops. So go ahead and subscribe. Although the Joker earns massive paper with the Nuggets, he's also been able to keep his wardrobe stacked with his brand deals. His shoe deal with Nike earns him close to $500,000 annually. But after back-to-back MVPs, we can only see him getting a more lucrative deal with his signature shoe once his current contract expires. The Joker also makes dough from his endorsements with Western Union and Panini. He's featured on posters and advertisements for Western Union, and his deal with Panini gives them exclusive rights to his merchandise, which is quite popular with both collectors and fans. But you have to stay in shape to play like that. Right before he got to the NBA, Jokic consumed at least 2 liters of soda a day. Smartly, he ditched that habit and started eating 6 small and moderate meals a day rather than 3 huge meals. Nikola Jokic's diet primarily consists of chicken, greens, rice, salad, protein shakes, etc. This change has definitely helped him be the OG baller he is today. And now's the time we've all been waiting for. How much is Nikola Jokic worth? His historic deal hasn't kicked in yet, but the Joker has a current net worth of $45 million. Remember, the Joker always gets the last laugh.